Hey guys, how's it going on? Welcome to the Minute Channel. Today we're going to be addressing something that I've been wanting to talk about, but not in the sense that I wanted to talk about that particular subject, but just much more broader as a sense. So let's go ahead and talk about this, but before anything else, I want to mention I do not hate Nintendo or any particular company in particular. It just happens that Nintendo dropped the news about this, and I didn't like the way that they dropped it, so I want to talk about it so I can explain my point and everything. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So Nintendo announced it's the 35th anniversary of Mario, and they decided to do the nice thing and drop this 3 game collection, Mario 3D, which is these 3 different games. I don't remember the exact names of the games. I know one of them is Mario Sunshine and Mario 64. I don't remember the other one, unfortunately, at the moment. But anyway, the big news is this thing is gonna come out, but the bad news is this is only going to be available for the next 6 months, and unfortunately, it's first come served. That means that if you are not able to get this game on time, too bad for you, because this game is gonna be out of print, and you're never gonna be able to buy this game ever again. It's a limited print only. Now, the big thing for me is, to me, this feels really bad for a lot of different reasons. Once, if you've been in gaming industry long enough, you know that everything that is has the limited attached to it is going to be resold by scalpers for thousands or hundreds of dollars. And we've seen this a lot of different times when it comes to a lot of different products. In fact, I remember every time that I see a Persona limited edition item, it just goes out on sale and it gets sold out for thousands of dollars, and the next thing I know, it's like $700 for this collector's edition limited edition item that came out or whatever. So it is part of the industry. It does happen quite a bit, and it's something that I really hate, because it does take away of the actual consumer. You know, there's some consumers that actually are fans and legitimately want to get the product for themselves. On the other hand, there is a lot of other people that see it as a business, which go and buy a bunch of them, buy a bunch of copies, because they know as soon as this thing goes out of print, they can go and sell it on eBay or whatever they sell it at for a lot of more money. Now that's terrible, but at the same time, I do feel like this is a pretty anti-consumer move, especially when it comes to something like Mario, which is one of the biggest properties of gaming in the world. I mean, anybody in the world knows Mario, I believe. Like, most people that know, even people that don't know gaming, know Mario. It is a really iconic game figure. Is something that really it's a lot of people's childhood as well, and I feel like doing this in the 35th anniversary and at the same time doing this as a limited run doesn't really equate to anything. Now, some people are like, well, they're giving you 6 months to buy the product. Sure, but that doesn't mean that you have 6 months where everybody has the product available for you to buy it. There's a lot of people that live in the middle of nowhere, and their GameStop may not restock that product ever again. You may only have that chance to buy it one time. You may not have the money right now. Maybe you're unemployed. Maybe you're going through hardships through the pandemic. There's a lot of different situations which won't allow people to buy the product. And there's a lot of people that are fans, that are dedicated to Nintendo or to whatever, and they won't be able to enjoy the product. Now, again, I don't want to say like Nintendo is the only person that has ever done this, but I do feel like this is really Nintendo's fault, because they know how big the property is. They know how big this thing is, because these games haven't been remade or remastered, and a lot of these games are 10, 15, 20 years old. They've been out for a long time, and in fact, the original copies of these games are actually expensive if you go on eBay and buy a copy of these games. So on that news, I do feel that it's a pretty shit thing to do, and I'm sorry I curse just now, but it's a pretty bad thing to do. It's a really anti-consumer move, and I do feel like in this move, Nintendo is in the wrong. I know all people that are being out there defending Nintendo. You're free to defend the company, but also acknowledge the fact that this shouldn't be this way. There is absolutely no reason why this should be a limited run. This is one of the biggest properties. This is one of their bigger properties, and this is one of the biggest cash cows making. They make so much money out of Mario as they do for Pokemon and Zelda. It's one of the big 3 for Nintendo. So there's absolutely no reason why this should be a limited run. This is definitely a bad move, and I feel like we should mention this to Nintendo. This is a really bad move, Nintendo. You should fix this, because that's the only way that companies will listen to you, if you are loud enough and make your opinion count something. Anyway, that is pretty much in the discussion video here today. Let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about this. Again, this is a discussion video, so if you want to destroy me in the comments or whatever, go ahead. I just want to express my opinion and talk about this, because I do feel like this is something worth discussing, but at the same time, I feel like this is something that should not happen the way that it happened, because this is pretty bad. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you guys next time.